Well guys, I guess it's come to this. I've just become a dog to you. I put the question out there if I should buy 50 of these 1961 proof sets if I could get the right price. And with a whopping 92 votes, you barely voted for it. But unless Russia rigged the vote, a yay is still a yay, and it beat out the nays. And to be honest, I wanted to do it anyway. Alright guys, here we go. 50 of them. I got them for $1,800. PCGS has these listed as worth $37 a piece. I picked them up for about $36 a piece, so I'm already $1 ahead. Yay for me. I haven't looked real close at any yet, but I gotta say, just from glancing at them as I was taking them out of the package, they sure look to be pretty nice sets. All right, I'm not gonna subject you to going through each and every one of them, but I will start digging into them. We are looking for, in the nickel, we are looking for a triple die reverse. It's an FS801. Without the triple die reverse, if I were to find an exceptionally nice one, MS69, they're $135, but I honestly am not even looking for that so much as just the triple die reverse. We're looking for the quarters. It has a double die obverse FS101. They're not really worth much without the double die obverse, but if you could get an MS70, they're $875, but they only have 10 of them on PCGS. And what I'm really looking for is the double die reverse $50 Franklin. And that is in an MS66, which is pretty easy to find most of the times. Most of the proofs I get them as MS65s or 66s, and these are looking pretty nice, I gotta say. If I can get a 66, that one alone is worth $4,500. There's also two other double die reverses with less spectacular doubling, but they're worth more. And if I just find an exceptionally nice coin, MS68 is worth $100 and MS69 is worth $525. There's 846 of a population for MS68s, and there is only 52 in MS69. There are no 70s for these $50. So let's dig into it.
Oops. Yeah.
So in the cellophane already, these look quite nice. I think I got a pretty good batch of them. You know, they haven't been moved around too much clearly, so they don't appear to have a lot of scuffing or anything like that, just from the cellophane. The cellophane is still very flexible. I've gotten a lot of these where they will be crisp and crinkly. You know, this is, normally you're gonna hear a lot of like, and you know, you hear it, but it's not nearly as bad. Okay. Fresh out of the cellophane. Looking at it through the camera, that's a really nice looking penny. Unfortunately, I'm not really looking for much on the pennies. I'm looking at them to see if they look like they're cameo or deep cameo, but obviously this one is not. However, it's exceptionally nice penny. I don't know what the high grades are. I honestly didn't even look. Worth sending in? Probably not. This, pretty nice though. I mean, I'm not seeing even polishing marks on it. Very, very nice. If they're all like this, I might have a lot of 68s. I pretty much, the way I look at it is if I can't find anything, maybe a couple light polishing marks or something. Now there does look like there's a little line on his cheek there. But essentially, if I can't find any polishing marks and this sucker looks really clean, I would guess it's a 68. That's about the best I've ever been able to get, even cutting them straight out of the proof sets. They take so many things into consideration when they look at them. You know, the strike, other than just surface abrasions and whatnot, is looking at the strike, if just the overall appearance of it. You could have a perfect strike and everything, but if there's a lot of polishing marks in there, you're probably not going to get a 70 or a 69. You know, so basically, from my eyesight, if it looks perfect or really, really close to perfect, I'll assume it's a 68. If I start seeing anything in it, more than maybe one or two polishing marks or something, I would call it a 67. And then when it starts getting worse from there. But this one, looking at it through the camera, I haven't looked at it through the loop or anything like that, but I gotta say, I do see some little things underneath Memorial. Probably polishing marks. I mean, obviously, it's not damaged. I also look at it through the light like this, because in the if it is a proof set that's been sold and handled a lot over the years, just rubbing against the cellophane is going to put little wear marks on it. I gotta say, it looks pretty cool right there. That's a pretty clean coin. I don't see it. It's probably, you know, it was advertised as coming straight out of the box. I did not get the box with it, which I was a bit disappointed by, which kind of made me question the listing. But it is a nice one. They all, honestly, just popping them out of the packaging, they all look like they're pretty nice sets. So at any rate, I'll look into it and see if a 68 MS68 1961 proof is worth much, but let's move on to the others. Obviously, guys, I'm not gonna do this with every single pack. I'm just kind of opening up the first one. This one's got some cool toning on it. It's like a, I don't know, looks like he's a Rambo kind of face paint or something. So I'm gonna go through these, and honestly, after taking them out, I kind of realize I don't want to take them all out of the packs. I'm gonna be looking for anything that looks good through the packs. The packs can definitely disturb a lot of what you're seeing, make it a lot more difficult to spot things. But I'll be able to spot the varieties that I'm looking for. Why is my camera not focusing? But if I take them all out of the packs, I obviously can't just toss them in a bag. It will damage the quality. Sorry about my finger, guys. It's brutal. I can't really clean it too well. And I'm gonna hear all kinds of stuff about that. But I don't have enough 2.5-inch flips to put every single one in. I don't have enough space in my safe to put every single one of them in. And I don't want to put them all in 2.5-inch flips either. So I'm looking for my varieties. Got some milk spots on this here. So looking for my varieties, being a little bit more dainty about how I handle them because my finger's jacked. The back of this looks really nice. Gotta say though, nickel's harder to tell because of the hazing on it, but as far as like polishing and stuff, man, these look really nice. I got some milk spots, but other than that, I'm not seeing a lot of you know, polishing marks or anything. Hold it this way. I don't see any of the abrasions or whatever you would call it, scuffing from riding around in the bags all over. They're really nice. See, now this one you can kind of see polishing marks. See those really fine lines? Those there are polishing marks from polishing the die. It's not damage or anything like that, and they don't hold it against you like damage, but for your overall appearance, it will probably be held against you. So again, say this was a perfect strike, perfect everything, even it wouldn't come back a 70 because of the polishing marks. At least that's my understanding of it. But man, they're nice coins. Seriously, like if they're all like this, what I gotta say though, let me see if I can find the double die obverse on this one. And I don't see it, which is kind of expected. But here was my concern. After I bought it, I got to thinking about it, and I thought, if I buy them all as a lot together, and what they told me is true, that it's out of a box, I would have to assume that they all came off the assembly line pretty much around the same time. And a die error, you would assume, is going to be with, you know, a group of them as they're producing them. If there's something wrong with it, it probably produced a few of them. They got thrown into a bin, you know, along with all the others and shipped out together or close to each other. So if somebody bought 50 of them in a box and never opened them, ooh, boy, you can really see lines on this one, then you would have to assume that if none of them are double dies in this box or in this first batch, I'm probably not going to have any. So, but when you do the math on the value of the coins, plus these look to be pretty good coins, probably 67, 68s, if they're all like that, I definitely got my money's worth. Plus, just the silver alone, I did the math the other day. The silver by itself is worth $800. So then you put the numismatic value in with it, and it's, you know, it's worth it. So back's pretty nice. There's a small line on the bell there, under the bell as well, but the front on this one is not real nice. Jeez, it looks really bad in the camera. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a lot of them, and I'm going to see what we get, and I'll bring you in on anything good, and I will pick out a few to open up and see the quality. Alright guys, well, this is what I found. I did not find any of the varieties. However, I did find a couple things that stood out to me. One of these here, I don't remember which one's which, but it doesn't really matter. Some of them have doubling on the E pluribus unum, except it's not the right kind of doubling. It's step doubling. I found, I think, one or two Franklins like that. Actually, I think this one here, or maybe it was this one. A couple of them had slight cameo on the back, pretty nice. But verses are not cameo, so it's not going to do nothing as far as increase the value. I took a few packs apart just to see the quality, and I gotta say, guys, the quality of a lot of these is just really nice. I mean, I would be surprised if a lot of these weren't 68. I mean, there's slight toning on it. There's really nothing wrong with it. A little bit of toning, those lines going through, the fuzzy lines. But I'm telling you guys, I don't think I made a bad investment here, even though I didn't find the varieties I was looking for. See, in the darker toning, you don't see any lines. This one here is extremely nice. Let's say I'm wrong. Let's say they're not 68s, but let's say they're 67s. 68's worth $100. We're just talking the Franklins here. 68's worth $100. 67 is only 48, but there's 50 of them. So 48 times 50, that's $2,400. Got my money back easy right there. Like I said, the silver value alone is $800. We're not even talking about any of the other coins. So if I were to, send them and get them graded, or even if I just wanted to sell them individually, may not be able to get top dollar for them without them being graded, but they are very nice coins, and anybody who were to see them, you could tell they're very, very nice coins. And all of them, honestly, that first one I was showing you with all the lines in it, that's the worst of all of them that I've seen. Extremely nice. I did get a quarter here that, again, he had doubling, but it's step doubling in the In God We Trust. Unfortunately, not the right kind of doubling. And again, quality-wise, these are just some really nice coins. I'm telling you, a lot of them, I almost guarantee you, a lot of them are going to be 68s. And those 68s, if not better, not the quarters, but the Franklins, $100 each. I doubt all of them are 68s or would get a 68, but you're bound to you might get a 69 out of one or two of them. Who knows? And this penny here has doubling in the In God We Trust. But again, step doubling. There's not actually a variety for any doubling on this coin. So I don't know if that makes any difference. Even if you go to Variety Vista 1961 proof penny, there's nothing, not a, it's not just PCGS. But yeah, a lot of these coins are extremely nice, and even though I don't have my varieties, and I also have proofs that have already been graded, I'm probably going to send a couple of them in, some of the nicest ones I can find, and just see what they come back as. Just, why is that focusing? I just want to know, what kind of money I'm looking at here. So anyway, guys, I think that's about it. Didn't make it too long. Wish I could have found some of those varieties, but it was still fun searching. I always love the search, love the hunt. So I guess I will see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.